Welcome back to the fourth installment of the Wellspring series. I'm Robert Girandola, painter and sculptor, working in oil, acrylic, mixed media, and bronze. For over 30 years, my creative journey has been guided by dreams, the superconscious mind, and the quiet moments that spark new ideas. Today, we delve into My Father's Field, a mixed media canvas that pulses with the rhythms of the earth and the whispers of memory. This piece, measuring 4 by 5 feet, marries acrylic paints, charcoal sketches, and real stalks of wheat embedded directly into the surface, creating a textured landscape that bridges the tangible world of my New Jersey farm childhood with the abstract realms of emotion and spirit. If you're new to the series, The Wellspring is my ongoing exploration of the subconscious sources that feed our creativity, drawing from dreams, faith, nature, and personal history. You can explore the full collection, including limited edition prints, at robertgirandola.com, and catch up on previous installments on my YouTube channel. Let's begin by grounding ourselves in the piece. My Father's Field unfolds like a quiet symphony of earthy tones, deep umbers and siennas for the soil, layered with subtle grays and charcoals that suggest furrows plowed by time. The wheat stalks, harvested from real fields and integrated into the acrylic medium, rise vertically, their golden hues catching the light like sentinels. Above it, expanse of muted blues hints at the sky, not as a literal horizon, but as in an emotional canopy, evoking that sense of boundless possibility I felt roaming the sod farms of my childhood. The charcoal adds a raw, sketch-like quality, as if the field is still emerging from my subconscious, half-formed and alive with potential. But to truly appreciate My Father's Field, we must see it as a continuation of the narrative thread woven through the Wellspring series. Think back to the first installment, Wheatfield Bound, that 3 by 6 foot mixed media masterpiece where dried wheat stalks intertwined with barbed wire, all encased in glossy epoxy against a radiant cerulean backdrop. In Wheatfield Bound, the wheat symbolized sustenance and redemption, echoing the Eucharistic spirit, while the barbed wire evoked the crown of thorns, representing suffering and constraint. It was a meditation on duality, freedom versus entanglement, abundance versus pain, all rooted in my rural upbringing. Now, in My Father's Field, the wheat returns, but liberated, free from the wire's grip, standing tall in more open, contemplative space. Here, the stalks aren't bound, they're reaching, symbolizing resilience and renewal. It's as if the burdens of Wheatfield Bound have been released, allowing the field to breathe and expand. This evolution reflects my own journey, from confronting personal trials to embracing the healing power of memory. Moving to the second installment, Infinity, we shift from the fields to the human form, yet the connections deepen. Infinity is an abstract portrait, a delicate interplay of dotted textures and vibrant color bursts against a muted palette, capturing the enigma of the human soul. The subject's gaze holds untold stories, melancholy, hope, dreams, all rendered in soft shadows and poetic abstraction. It invites viewers to project their own narratives, bridging the artist's inner world with the observer's. In My Father's Field, I see echoes of infinity's emotional introspection. The vertical wheat lines mimic the subtle contours of a face, while the earthy tones ground the viewer in human experience, much like infinity's palette evokes inner tranquility. Both pieces explore the infinite within the finite. Infinity through the portrait's endless emotional depths, and My Father's Field through the timeless cycles of growth in a single field. Together they remind us that nature and the self are intertwined, each a mirror to the other's mysteries. And then there's the third installment, 100 Oxen, Sacred Spring, my most evocative work in the series. An abstract expressionist explosion of form and color that draws from ancient myths and personal reverence. Inspired by tales of abundance and sacred waters, this piece features swirling motifs of oxen, symbols of strength, labor, and fertility, emerging from a spring-like source of vibrant blues and golds. It's a celebration of life's sacred flow, where the 100 oxen represent boundless provision, much like the biblical or mythological herds that signify divine blessing. Tying this to My Father's Field, both honor the agrarian roots of my childhood. The oxen evoke the farmer's laboring beasts, while the sacred spring parallels the field's nurturing earth. In My Father's Field, the wheat stalks stand as quiet witness to that same abundance, but in a more subdued, reflective key. Where 100 Oxen, Sacred Spring bursts with energetic sacredness, My Father's Field offers a contemplative pause, allowing viewers to drink from the wellspring of memory. Across the series, from Wheatfield Bound's faith-infused duality to infinity's soulful gaze to 100 Oxen, mythical vitality, My Father's Field synthesizes these themes into a harmonious whole. Nature is a sacred, resilient force that shapes our human journey. As I created My Father's Field, I started with charcoal sketches of the field, layering acrylics to build depth, then embedding the wheat stalks for that visceral touch. It's a process echoed in the series, the intuitive placement in Wheatfield Bound, the dotted meditations of infinity, the bold swirls of 100 oxen. What memories does this evoke for you? Perhaps a childhood landscape or a moment of quiet resilience? In the wellspring, each piece flows into the next. Wheatfield bounds faith, giving way to infinity's endless soul. 100 Oxen's sacred abundance, nourishing My Father's Field. It's a journey through contemporary art, all channeled through my subconscious wellspring. I invite you to immerse deeper. Visit robertgirandola.com for prints of My Father's Field and the series. And please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you again.